everyone, so today I'm going to be filming an updated daily makeup routine. You guys have requested it quite a lot recently just to see what products I'm using at the moment. I know I only did one kind of recently, but I do change up my foundations and blushes and things like that every now and then, so I thought it would be nice to do an update on that for you. This is the look. It's nothing special, just what I wear generally day to day. Some things I don't wear every single day, but this is kind of like the basis for my daytime look. So there are a few new products in there that you may not have seen me use before. So I hope you enjoy it and get ready for a bare face in the next clip. So starting off with my Bobbi Brown corrector in shade Light Bisque, and just as usual, this is always the same for my normal makeup routine. I just apply this directly under my eyes. I get quite dark circles, and this I find is just the best product for me to use to help conceal them. It just basically evens out the skin tone and helps to lift them a little bit really.
Just living and chasing what you're dreaming of. So I try to take.
So next up, using my NARS Sheer Glow foundation. I haven't picked up a pump for this yet, which I really need to do because it's rubbish not having a pump with it. So I'm literally just applying this to my finger and then just applying around the face where I need it. This foundation is just so lovely. You'll have seen me raving about it in my top 10 foundations video that I put up recently. It's just such a lovely buildable foundation that you can wear daytime or nighttime, depending on what finish you want. This is just my regular daytime look. Not be applying too much, just a nice amount to give me the coverage that I need.
Learn from my weakness, the strength in admitting.
Okay, next up, using my Collection Lasting Perfection concealer. This is in shade Light 2, but I could probably actually do with a little bit with the lighter shade. This is getting a little bit dark for my skin now, so I haven't been on holiday for ages. So I literally just apply this underneath my eye just to conceal it that little bit extra, and then just around any areas that I feel I need it. I've had a little bit of a breakout this week, so just want to cover up and conceal those areas really. And then I use my Real Techniques Expert Face Brush just to blend that in. And although this is quite a heavy duty brush, I do find that it blends so beautifully, especially with a more heavyweight concealer. This Collection concealer definitely isn't light. It's quite a heavy concealer, heavy duty, and I feel like it kind of needs a more tougher brush, and I find that this just works quite well with my skin, even though a lot of people tend to use it for foundation.
I tried to take life one step.
To apply a little bit of highlight just to my cheek area and down my nose and underneath my nose, and so just applying that along there with my Touche Class highlighter. And blending that in with my Real Techniques setting brush, and I just find that this highlighter can give just such a lovely natural glow. It's not too in your face, it's just a really nice natural healthy glow. And I actually used to use this for concealer, but have since realised that it's actually for highlighting purposes, which is obviously not the purpose for concealing. You don't want to be highlighting your imperfections that you want to conceal. I'm just going to take a little bit on the brow bone as well, just to lift there. And this brush is much better for kind of like light duty blending. It's got kind of like a finer hairs, not so dense, makes it easier for blending in lighter wear products. Using my La Prairie powder, and I simply just use this for underneath the eye area. I don't use it all over the face. And using my crown brush, fan brush, to apply that just gently under the eyes, just to keep everything in place. And this is a lovely kind of like translucent powder. It's not dark, it's got like a little kind of like pink warmy tones into it, and it just helps to keep all your makeup in place, but it's not at all cakey or anything like that. Okay, and then to set the rest of my makeup, I'm going to use my Bourjois Java Rice powder, and this has got a really lovely subtle glow to it. It's nothing too glittery or too intense. It's literally just a really lovely subtle powder, and it smells absolutely amazing. It feels so lovely using it on your skin, and it just helps to keep your foundation in place really. It's just a lovely simple powder really. And I'm using my Real Techniques powder brush to apply this.
The truth inside breaks through the lies. Forgiveness, don't know.
Next up, doing a little bit of bronzing. I've been really loving using my Avon Arabian Glow bronzing pearls, and they're basically just these little bronzy pearls that can kind of fly out of the packet a little bit, so you have to be careful, and I'm just using my Real Techniques blush brush to apply this. I find that this brush is actually quite large for applying blush and gets too much kind of like everywhere, so I actually prefer this for using bronzer. And just taking this underneath my cheekbones and around the forehead, just to kind of lift the skin a little bit, give it a little bit more shape and definition. And this just gives you more of like a healthy look really. I'm quite pale, so it's nice to have a light bronzer.
No, I tried to take life one step.
And this just gives a really lovely subtle glow, and for pale skin I really recommend this. It's not too dark, it's not too orange, it's just got a lovely little mix of pearls in there, and it doesn't pick up too much product on the brush because the pearls are very dense, and it's easy to kind of build up the look that you want to achieve. Okay, and then next for blush, I'm using the Fashionista blush in Butterscotch shade 10, and this is just a really lovely peachy pink, really gorgeous. It's a matte blush, so there's no shimmer in there, and it just gives a really nice flush to the cheeks, kind of like a been out in the cold flush, and I really like it. I particularly love this e.l.f. brush, their angled blush brush, to use for applying blush. It's nice and streamlined, nice and thin, so you're not applying too much product all over the face, and it just really nicely shapes your cheeks for you. And just going back in with my Real Techniques powder brush again, just to kind of smooth all of that out and over the skin. Okay, now I'm going to do my brows using the Soap & Glory Archery pencil in Brownie Points, and I'm a little bit upset about this because it's got this like ink pen on one side to apply the liquid just to fill in your brows, and then it's got a pencil on the other, but I've snapped the pencil, so I have to keep like pushing it back in, which is a little bit annoying, but we can deal with that for now. I actually really love this. I've put all of my kind of like higher end brow products to the side and have just been using this. I find it gives a really lovely natural finish, so you can actually kind of see the hairs, where I find a lot of eyebrow products can be a bit cakey, be a bit too full, and give you more of a false brow look, which I don't really like, and this just helps to really nicely, finely fill in the brows whilst giving them a bit more of a boost, which is what you want from an eyebrow product really. So just filling those in on both sides, and then I'll go in with the pencil afterwards to shape them.
Now I try to see between the words and what they mean, and realize the truth inside breaks through the lies.
Now, I don't know about you guys, but I always find like I spend the most time on my brows, even though they're covered by my fringe. They're the things that I really have a thing that I just want to spend more time on them than anything else really. So sorry if this is a bit boring. And excuse me while I just play around with the pencil side of it, and then yeah, literally just taking it around the edges just to shape out the brows a little bit more. Next up, I'm just going to line my waterline with my Maybelline Gentle Precision eyeliner in white, just to give my eyes a little bit more of a pop and to highlight them as well, because obviously I get my dark circles. This helps to lift them a little bit. Next up I'm going to apply some eyeshadow. I have been using this eyeshadow religiously. It's the Rene Cosmetics Sunset Gold Intense Eyeshadow. It does come with an applicator, but I don't really like to use a sponge applicator, so I've been using one of the brushes from my Crown brush palette, so I'll link that below. It comes as like a set, which is absolutely amazing and I love it. And this brush in particular is just like a flat applicator brush that just helps to let the eyeshadow go on really nicely. Just taking that all across the lower lid on both sides. It's just a really lovely warm gold shimmer colour. It's really nice for like to wear on its own for a natural daytime look, and this is what I wear most days. If I decide to go with eyeshadow, sometimes I don't. I just thought it would be nice to include it in this video because sometimes I feel like it, so it is part of my daytime wear. And then you can also blend it with some darker colours for a nighttime look, and so just then taking it with a smaller brush just along under the waterline just to shape the eyes.
There's more to life than just living and chasing what you're dreaming of. So I try to take life one step,
and then just blending that in.
Set the lines every once in a while and give.
Okay, and then I'm going to use my famous Collection Fast Stroke eyeliner. I've had this particular one for ages. It still says Collection 2000, and I know they're now branded as just Collection.
I need to break through the silence, the screaming in my head, to make sense of all this insanity. And take a deep breath, learn from my weakness, the strength in admitting defeat. Now I try to see between the words and what they mean, and realize the truth inside breaks through the lies. Forgiveness don't always let you forget the ones who left tears in your eyes without a single goodbye. But I try. Ooh, I try. Ooh, I try. Yeah.
Okay, and then to finish off the eye area, I'm just going to go in with my Clinique High Impact Extreme Volume Mascara in Extreme Black. And I'm going to use my Vintage Cosmetics Company eyelash curlers, which I think are amazing. I've never tried the Shu Uemura ones before, which I know are like holy grail ones for a lot of people, but I just find that these are really lovely and a much obviously cheaper alternative. They've got a lovely spring coil that just helps to give more volume to the lashes, and this mascara kind of just speaks for itself. I think it's absolutely beautiful. So literally just apply that all over, and this mascara really doesn't take much building. It's very voluminous, very black, gives a lot of definition to the lashes, helps to separate them beautifully. I just love it. It's my favourite mascara ever.
Here comes November, shorter days, colder weather, but I still remember the sun.
Sorry for the super extreme up close shot, but I thought it might be quite nice to get a more zoomed in version of my lipstick application. And today I'm going to be using the Revlon Colour Burst Matte Balm in shade 205, which is shade Elusive, and it's just a really lovely soft baby pink. These lipsticks are so beautiful. They're the perfect matte balm. They've got almost mentholy minty taste to them, and they're super long lasting, super pigmented, and they're quite new to the UK, but they are probably one of the best high street lipsticks I've ever used, certainly for staying power. I just think they're amazing, and so I thought you might quite like to see this one on, and this is my favourite shade from the bunch, and they've got so many shades. So
through the silence, the screaming in my head to make sense of all this insanity, and take a deep breath, learn from my weakness, the strength in admitting defeat. Now I try to see between the words and what they mean, and realize the truth inside breaks through the lies. Forgiveness don't always last.
So guys, that was my updated daily makeup routine. I hope you found it interesting. So there's some new products in there, like the Revlon Colour Burst matte balms, which I really love. And yeah, that's pretty much it. If you have any other video requests that you would like to see, as always, comment below and let me know. And give this video the thumbs up if you enjoyed it and would like to see kind of like maybe some more makeup tutorials. I'm not a makeup artist, I don't claim to be, I just do what I know, and a lot of it is probably wrong. So yeah, but if there's anything else you would like to see, any other kind of looks that you would like to see me attempt, maybe for a laugh, I don't know, then do let me know and I will try my best. And I will see you all soon, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!
Out of time, it's good love. Sad the lines once in